officially underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, eluding the tackle. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Under. Ready. 319. 319. Check.
Great fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Get him, boy. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Three down.
First down, it's Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go! Stop talking now, boy! Double tight. 4 down. So! 45's the mic. Woo-hoo! Banjo. Motion. Black 58 rail.
It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Everyone's got 4 down. Z. Check 26. Let's go, motion. Left. Hey, check Mike 45.
Here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play, and you've kind of hit the jackpot.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There's Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
So. Left. Undercrush.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I know we're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Tight ends on the Lucy. 4 down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware. Touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
So.
Easy here.
Under. He's checking. Crash.
Action here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Strong right. Z. Slow. Z. Check. I'm coming for you, son.
Now takes the throw.
Again.
And it's wrong.
Kill.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Under. Ready. 319. 319. Slow.
He's crashing.
Now Taylor on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Hey, check. 3 down.
To Mixon.
I got number 18. I got
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. His ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Taylor will throw. He drops it off for Bernard. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Taylor now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Inside, that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went.
Slow.
4 down. Shift.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Slow.
4 down.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Wide.
It's a safety Ron Parker there to make the tackle. Yeah, great read there from his free safety position. And Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under.
4 down. Shift. Check your hot read. Check 99.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are in for 6. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside. So I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nice spin. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Move. Mike 2.
Going on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To the right. Move.
Here we go now. Green 90. Throw.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey.
Throw.
Got 4.
Hut.
Eyes on 10.
Throw.
I got him, man. He's mine.
Z.
Now a 1st down kick. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Double tight, guys. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Z.
Mike 2.
Hut.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Gun. Hot. Go.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Two jet.
The penalty is made, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Watch number 5.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Ready. 319.
Check. Lucky.
Slow.
44.
Slow.
I'm here all day.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Z.
Now Taylor down the goal line. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Under.
4 down.
Makes it a first down carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Out.
Here's Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You're still a receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, the crafty veteran simply couldn't run anymore. They understand a little bit better.
to play in half number one. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Under.
They'll run it now. That's a good. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Z.
You got three down.
Z.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Z.
Four down.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And exclusive team access.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Alert. 3 down.
Z.
Motion.
And his throw is incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came up with a big play. They got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2 jet.
48's the money.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Z.
Hey. You got three. 3 down. Bo's and Mike. Mike's Bo.
This time Taylor will throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down and get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoff playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them.
Black 58 round! Black 58 round!
Completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. Hut! 45.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there is one of the big guys up front moves.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of
Here we
harm's
go.
way with
Green,
a 1st
39.
and 10.
Green, 39.
45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Z. Hut.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90. Hut.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me. Half. It's 50. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Go!
The first throw for Henny, the veteran backup. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each other. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Run game going. This is Mixon. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to Nixon on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Jam him, jam him, jam. Mike 48, Mike 48.
Now Mixon. Room to run again. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
We got 4. We got 4.
Slow.
And they'll throw to Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Z. 45.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Strong left. Here we go. Green 39. Z. 50, Mike, 50. Ace.
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This is Williams. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker on for the PAT. Right down the middle, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point.
You got you, son. He took you to school.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Here we go.
But you have to be
Green,
prepared
39.
for wrinkles and counters
Green, 39.
because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking at it, sheet, you can plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Z! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Got 4 down. Hey, he's coming to you.
Z!
They're trying to run. This is Williams. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
These guys be with that puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere.
Okay, baby, I see you.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Single receiver.
Slow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate
and the kick by Bunker is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but for a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Run! Oh, yeah!
Under.
Safety's creeping.
Back to him on first down. What a spin. Mason hit it. Oh, the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes in and picks them up.
The pitch goes to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
He wasn't ready.
Slow.
44, Mike, 44.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left.
Jump.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Watch left. He's tied right there. Four down. Check.
Slow.
Kill.
Nixon on the count. Spinning away.
Check 13.
20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Run.
So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can you get it done?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Z.
Four down.
Now Taylor to on second down. And this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Z.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Going long, it's Taylor. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there for sack number 35 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z.
Ain't no
Slow.
taking wins home.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's
Slow.
1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice catch. Touchdown. Nice catch, offense. Good job, offense.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Taylor on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he finds Ross right side. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the catch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Slow.
Run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, alert 48.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Time for a break.
That's how we do it.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Tight end right.
Got a try here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally.
Ready.
Big applause
Green,
for the
90.
defense, but no
Green,
one is
90.
taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
Try to close it out now. Now this afternoon against Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Go. Slow.
Sponge. No.
Z. Hut.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
4 down. 45.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense call.